Cue Gemma Arterton. The British beauty has not one, not two, but 3 films out this year. From big Hollywood epic Clash of the Titans to low-budget Brit flick The Disappearance of Alice Creed, Gemma Arterton is one versatile Bond girl. And while it might not be an Iron Man 2-size premiere, this intimate gala screening is just what the showbiz doctor ordered. Gemma, lovely to see you, and thank God you're not stuck somewhere because of ash and volcanoes and planes.
I know, I think I'm only one of the only people that are actually here.
3 years ago, Gemma hadn't even graduated from drama school. Now she's one of the hottest actresses around. With Clash of the Titans and the upcoming Prince of Persia, Gemma's growing list of co-stars includes Hollywood A-listers Jake Gyllenhaal, Sam Worthington and of course Daniel Craig. But the 24-year-old has taken things back to basics with The Disappearance of Alice Creed, a gritty British thriller co-starring Eddie Marsan about the kidnapping of a young girl, which wasn't without the odd injury or two.
Yeah, I got accidentally punched once, which was during a scene with Eddie. I was handcuffed to the bed and he had to repeatedly punch me, and it was kind of quite close, and he ended up sort of punching me, which devastated him. And I was really girly about it. I sort of went, oh, you know, but it was fine. Nothing broke, but there was no blood.
The Disappearance of Alice Creed might not be the biggest of Gemma's 3 films out this year, and it certainly can't compete budget-wise, but the movie is definitely worth a watch.
You
can step out a little bit more.
It's more of a sort of anti-kidnap, because even though there is a kidnap involved, I play Alice Creed and she's kidnapped. You don't see any of the usual things that you see in a kidnap film, like the ransom, you know, the videos and things like that. It's much more about the characters. So actually, it's like, it seems that America like it more than the Brits. I don't know why. Maybe it's, I don't know. Who knows? You can never tell. And,
When you're actually filming this film, because you're attached to the bed so much, how did it work in between takes? Did they sort of say, right, are you all right to just lie there while we just...
Yeah, sometimes they would do that, and because it was lying in a bed, usually I'd go, yeah, and I'd just sort of fall asleep or something. But then, you know, we had the guy, 2 prop guys that were very good at, you know, with handcuffs and things like that. So they'd let me free. They'd go, do you want to go? And I'd go, yeah, or not, or fall asleep, as the case may be.
So you were the real Alice Creed, really, you know, sort of,
yeah.
You know, just being held captive by a film crew.
Yeah, yeah. It was fun.
How different is this? Because you've done a lot of big budget films.
That's right.
How is this different from the process of filmmaking?
It's much more like theatre, actually, because you know, in theatre you usually have sort of 4 weeks to rehearse, and it's very intense, and you know, and there's not as many people, and it was, I mean, it's kind of not got all the expensive trimmings, I suppose, but the quality is still so good, and it's just like compact. It's more of a compact experience. Working on big budget films, you have the luxury of time, and we didn't with this one. We only had 4 weeks. You know, on the bigger ones we had like 6 months. So I don't know, you have to really have your wits about you, and really you know, you can't have 20 takes, you have to have it in 5, and there's a pressure there which I really enjoy. It's like you know, you get good work, and also because it's quite a pressured film, it sort of aided it. It was really enjoyable, really satisfying though for me. It just felt like I was going back to the basis and the reason why I do this.
How do you think this helps a film like this, you know, to actually, because, you know, you're in Clash of the Titans, but
yeah,
you know.
Well, it's kind of funny, because if the audience that goes to those films came to see this, I think it would be really bad, because you know, like 14-year-old girls coming to see this film is not the right audience. But yeah, I mean, of course it does help, you know, if you're recognisable in a film, and yeah, I still don't see myself in that way, so it's weird asking that question, but I suppose it's true. So yeah, hopefully it will help the film. I really hope so.
Do you ever get recognised in the street? Do you ever sort of like...
Yeah, I do. I mean, I not often, not like I don't get bombarded or anything like that. I think you know, when it happens, it's weird, and you just have to be nice and say hello, and you know, and people are generally really, really nice. And it is still bizarre though, because I just feel like the usual me, you know. So when complete strangers from faraway countries recognise you, it's very funny. But you know, it's part of the job, so I'm trying to get used to it.
And what are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Preen and Alexander Wang.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Hello. And what attracted you to this part?
It was a complete departure from what we've done before. I just finished making Prince of Persia. I just got to make Persia. And it was, well, more than anything, it was the script. I couldn't put it down. And Gemma, don't like
said to me that, you know, you've got to prove the role. And when we had Gemma, I agreed almost instantly. So when we had Gemma, then it was finding the right